मेरे को 10-20 ट्यून आता है, मैं कभी भी कुछ भी गा सकता है। यहाँ पे तो उतना नहीं गा सकता, बड़ा बड़ा ही होगा, मैं 10 गा सकता हूँ।
राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभ जय गिरिवर धारी जय गिरिवर धारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभ जय गिरिवर धारी जय गिरिवर धारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीर वनचारी यमुना तीर वनचारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jayo Radha Krishna Chandra, Radha Krishna Chandra Radhe. Jayo Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Jayo Nitai Gauranga. Jayo Jayo Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajakacarya Stotra Shri Srimad Divine Grace Abhay Charan Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajakacarya Stotra Shri Srimad Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudiraye Nashtaprayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd Canto, 20th chapter, text number 27. Tvamekah kila lokanam klishtanam kleshanashanaha Tvam ekah kleshadastesham Anasanna padam tava Tvamekah kila lokanam klishtanam kleshanashanam Tvamekah kleshadastesham Anasanna padam tava Tvamekah kila lokanam klishtanam kleshanashanaha Tvam ekah kleshadastesham Anasanna padam tava. word to word meaning. Tvam, you, ekaha, alone, kila, indeed, lokanam, of the people, klishtanam, afflicted with miseries, klesha, the distresses, nashanaha, relieving, tvam ekaha, you alone, kleshadaha, inflicting distress, tesham, on those, anasanna, not taken shelter, padam, feet, tava, your. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. My Lord, you are the only one capable of ending affliction of the distress and inflicting agony on those who never resort to your feet. Please repeat the translation. My Lord, you are the only one capable of ending the affliction of the distressed and inflicting agony on those who never resort to your feet. Purport. The words Kleshadas Tesham Anasanna Padam Tava indicate that the Lord has two concerns. The first is to give protection to persons who take shelter of His lotus feet. Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Chandra Shri Shri Nitai Gauranga Ki. Prabhupada Ki. And the second is to give trouble to those who are always demoniac and who are inimical towards the Lord. Maya's function is to give afflictions to the non-devotees. Here Brahma said, you are the protector of the surrendered souls. Therefore I surrender unto your lotus feet. Please give me protection from these demons. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. त्वमेकः किल लोकानां क्लिष्टानां क्लेशनाशनः त्वमेकः क्लेशदास्तेषाम् अनासन्न पदां तवा. The Lord, you are the only one capable of ending the affliction of the distressed and inflicting agony on those who never resort to your feet. So the Lord Brahma, who is approaching the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, and seeking His protection, here is addressing the Supreme Lord as one one who is capable of ending the affliction of the distressed and inflicting agony on those who never resort to your feet. So Brahma, during the process of creation, various demoniac living entities who have taken birth from the backside of the Lord are creating various kinds of mischievous activities. And mischievous activities to such an extent that Brahma's own children are trying to sexually attack Lord Brahma. Prabhupada in the earlier chapters has mentioned that generally it is seen that One is not affected by sex desire in front of one's own mother, sister, and everybody. But here we can see that so degraded these demoniac entities were that they did not even spare their own father, Lord Brahma. So sometimes in this Kali Yuga, we hear this kind of instances where the father rapes the daughter, the mother kills her own child. That shows that how degraded consciousness some people can have. But from this verse, Brahma is not an ordinary person. Brahma is the creator of this universe. He is unlimitedly powerful. Somebody who can create this universe must be so powerful. He is very, very powerful. But even such a powerful person like Brahma, to protect himself from these degraded demoniac entities, he is praying to the Supreme Personality of Godhead for protection. That shows what that shows the path that every living entity should follow. That when such a great personality like Lord Brahma, he is begging to the Supreme Personality for protection from some few mischievous characters, what to speak of common people like us. We do not have any such powers as what Lord Brahma possessed. We are very tiny in front of Lord Brahma. What is our abilities? What is our power? Nothing. Nothing when compared to what Lord Brahma is having. So, how can we exist on our own? Prahlad Maharaj says, Padam Padam Yad Vipadam. Every moment there is danger in this material world. Every step there is a danger. So in this kind of a very dangerous situation, how can we be so confident that nothing will happen to me? I will continue on my own. Everything will go as per my plans. How can we be so sure? It is just foolishness. Not even foolishness, it is madness. It is madness to believe that our life is very secured. Because why? I have a great job. I have a great family. I live in a very sophisticated country. Generally, we see people talking like this, तुम्हारा life बन गया, तुम तो बन गया IAS, तुम तो बन गया IPS. You passed out like this, you have got a good business, you are earning big money, so now your life is done. What life is done? From nowhere, something can happen. We have seen repeatedly how unpredictable, how unsure everything is in this material world. Strong, well-to-do people, beautiful people, powerful people, suddenly becomes powerless, suddenly becomes weak, suddenly becomes a pauper. Why is our how are we keeping our faith on all these so-called possessions of ours? Very clearly, Srimad Bhagavatam, through these verses, it is indicating that it is extremely foolish and childish to think that by possessing great things, by possessing great abilities, by possessing great material knowledge, our life will be very nice and stable. Absolutely untrue. Only by the will of the Lord, only by the protection of the Lord can our life be stable. Why don't we realize that? Srila Prabhupada preached this message of seeking protection, of seeking shelter from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Not seeking shelter, protection from our so-called material achievements and material abilities. No. We seek protection, we seek shelter, not from our so-called material achievements. But the modern civilization constantly teaches living entities only this aspect of becoming self-sufficient. They say you should become self-sufficient. You should be able to stand on your own legs for everything. In this material world, you need money, you need education, you need this, that. For that, what you should do? Go to college, go to school, work like this, do like this. If you do like this, if you have a family, if you have money, if you have power, if you have good knowledge, then you will be able to stand on your own legs. This is what the propaganda that the modern world keeps on talking and pushing people into a false sense of security. And Srila Prabhupada destroyed this assumption. Completely destroyed this assumption. No, Prabhupada's revolutionary preaching, revolutionary style of preaching, where Prabhupada gave practical examples to illustrate that how all these so-called achievements can be destroyed in seconds. Krishna, Prabhupada gave the example of through the light of knowledge, Om Ajnana Timirandasya, from the darkest regions of Andhakara, Prabhupada lifted and put a huge beacon of light there, showered with light. How? Jnananjana Shalakaya. Through the knowledge of the scriptures, through the knowledge of the great sages, Srila Prabhupada enlightened everyone. Prabhupada quoted the scriptures and gave it a perspective in this modern world. Prabhupada explained, gave a perspective to all of us. Prabhupada says, Are, what you are doing? Mrityu sarvaharascha. All your achievements will be taken away by the force of mrityu, by the force of time, by the force of kala. And Prabhupada gave us the understanding of where to seek real protection. Prabhupada quoted Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada quoted Srimad Bhagavatam, and like for example, we never could understand, like generally, until and unless most of us, some basic understanding of the scriptures we all must have had even before we got in touch with Prabhupada. We have heard about Mahabharata, we have heard about some things like this, we have heard. But how those scriptures were really relevant to our lives, there was no connection. But Prabhupada, as soon as we started hearing Prabhupada's explanations, we could really, it touched, oh, this is directly connected to my life like this. Prabhupada gave us, you take shelter of the holy name. You chant, the holy name will protect you. Prabhupada says, Apanna samsitim goram yannam vivasho granan tatas sadyo vimuchyeti yad viveti swabhayam. Immediately Prabhupada established the power of the holy name. A simple verse of the Srimad Bhagavatam. He is saying, by chanting Krishna's name in this verse, what is it saying? Apanna samsitim goram yannam vivasho granan. That if one takes shelter of the holy name, the personality of fear is fearful. Even fear personified becomes fearful when the Lord's holy name is chanted. So it is not simply when we tell, take shelter of the Lord, surrender to the Lord, seek protection from the Lord. It is not some abstract, unconnected kind of a talk. Because generally surrendering to the Lord, because Lord itself is abstract. Lord is itself beyond agocharaha. It is not possible to touch him. Prabhupada explained to us what is agocharaha. If you want to touch the Lord cannot be accessed through your blunt senses, mind, body and senses. If you want to do, Prabhupada says, sparsha, if you want to touch the Lord, then you cannot touch that in this material world, you experience the feeling of touch from this mind, body and senses. But if you want to touch the Lord, if you want to feel that touch of the Lord, then it is not possible through these material senses. Krishna says how you can touch the Lord, how you can experience the touch of the Lord. Prabhupada quoted, Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavan yaschasmi tattvataha. See, so easily Srila Prabhupada gave us a glimpse through the scriptures how abstract aspect like the Lord, because none of us have an experience of the Lord in real terms. experience of eating some nice food, experience of engaging with a woman, experience of enjoying money, experience of enjoying power. All living entities can experience that. They can relate to that directly through the senses, mind, intelligence. They can relate to that. But experiencing Krishna, experiencing the person, Prabhupada not only said he is the Lord, Prabhupada said he is Krishna, Shyamasundara playing on the flute. Has anybody seen here the Lord playing on the flute? None of us really claim to be like that. Of course, some fools will be there who will also talk like that. He is a Sahajiya. But generally, all of us are very clear. We are not on that platform that we can say that we have seen Krishna, Shyamasundara playing on the banks of Yamuna like that. No. But yet, we all accept. We all relate to all these aspects. It is not simply that we come and stand in front of the deities. It is very relatable. It is very much relatable about Krishna. A little practice of Krishna, a little understanding of Krishna consciousness will enable us to penetrate and understand these aspects and these dimensions of scriptures. That is the power of a pure devotee. A pure devotee brings Krishna consciousness not as just knowledge. He can give you an experience of that knowledge. How Prabhupada created us, give us an experience. Prabhupada created ISKCON, Prabhupada created deities, Prabhupada gave us Nama Sankirtana in groups of devotees chanting Krishna's holy name. Prabhupada gave us Krishna Prasadam. Prabhupada gave us various engaging services where when we perform those activities, we are able to perceive the reality, the experience of Krishna consciousness. So somebody who doesn't practice, somebody who doesn't take that step of actually engaging in Krishna consciousness, he cannot perceive this. They will limit themselves to be only on a mental platform, talk big knowledge, but it doesn't get realized. We are able to practice. Why? Because we took that leap of faith. We took that leap, that jump, Mara Bhaiya. We took that jump to actually take and practice Krishna consciousness. And then when we practice little Krishna consciousness, we started getting little realizations. That little realization motivated us to take little more bigger steps. That bigger steps gave us little more further realization. Then it becomes, it incrementally starts progressing. That's why Krishna says, Bhaktya mam abhijanati. Our process of practicing, our process of engagement is bhakti. By bhakti means having the faith. Krishna is present. You have to come to that platform. No, Lord Brahma is having that faith in his heart. No, protection Lord can give. No, somebody who is so powerful can easily think, I will do one, I have so much power with me, I can kill all these people, I can destroy all these people, I will use my power. But Lord Brahma is a devotee. He is a devotee. And that devotional aspect of Lord Brahma is not making him take actions. First thing that Lord Brahma is trying to do is, let me depend on the Lord. And that dependence on the Lord will give me real victory, will give me real satisfaction. That is why here it is being saying, Tvameka kila lokana. You are the only one capable of ending the affliction of the distress. You are the only one. Brahma is not saying, I am also there, Baba, I am also powerful. You are the only one. Actually, as devotee, it's a very, very important principle. Yeah, what is being taught here is a very, very important principle. This, you are the only one. You are the only one. We must always meditate that. Generally, what we think, we tend to not, when there is a situation wherein we feel that I will be able to do it myself, or I will be able to get all the credit, then we said, no, मैं कर सकता हूँ. I can do it. Why do you, there is no need to go anywhere else. That shows that we are not surrendered. Surrendered person will always feel that, no, that superior person is ekatvam. Here it is saying, ekakila lokana. He always thinks, like we say, we are trained to say, no, Prabhupada is the doer. Krishna is the doer. Surrendering our actions. When we are not that, then we are under our own forces of our own karmas. Our karma, what it can give us? It cannot give us real knowledge. Whereas the philosophy of Vaishnavism is sarvadharman parityaja mamekam sharanam vraja. Gopi pattur padakamalayo dasa dasanu dasaha. I am always servant of the servant of the servant. I am not the master. Somebody else is the master. Whatever I am doing, as per my order of my Guru Krishna, I am doing whatever is possible. I do not have capacity. This is the mood. Not that I am the doer. No. So, here it is being said that kleshadas tesham anasanna padam tava. The Lord is always thinking. He has got two concerns, Prabhupada is saying here. He has got two. The first is to give protection. And the second is to annihilate the demoniac people. Just like we say, in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Vaikam paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkrita. I come to give protection to the devotees and to vanquish the demons. So the Lord is always thinking. So if sadhus are there, if they are thinking, if they approach the Lord, then the Lord will come. Otherwise, the Lord is thinking, he doesn't want me. Let him fight. His own karma will make him win or lose. Should we depend on our karma? Or should we take shelter of the Lord, who is not bound by any karma? Our karma, we may win some battles and we will lose many battles. Just like we say, people are making jokes. Don't fight with Chinese weapons. कोई guarantee नहीं है. है ना? Krishna is real weapon. It is not a duplicate thing. In the material world, chala to chala. So we want pakka. Will you take your mother, father, and get them operated by a fake doctor? He will also chalata chola, chalo karta hu art operation. Will we be we will be so careful whether the doctor is capable of doing such kind of a thing. Actually, all doctors are doing that one only. They have no idea what is happening. In some few cases, they have become successful. They think we know everything. Similarly, every aspect of this material world is like that one. There is no guarantee. Aeroplane chalega, tap karke udo, kab girega kisko pata? We saw. Why it fell? Nobody knows. It was flying every day. It flew that day also. Suddenly one day it stopped. That's all. No guarantee. How are you so sure? This life, this body is also like that. How are we so sure? Oh, Prabhu, so strong man. He was doing like this. Tap gaya. He died. Next moment is not there. How are we so sure? We are not so sure. So, Bhagavatam is giving us wisdom, knowledge, where we have to really seek protection. What kind of a consciousness we must have, what kind of thought processes should guide our life. Instead of foolishly going to people with no understanding of what is spiritual life actually. Simply speculative, talk this, talk that, talk big things with no real connection to our daily existential life. Whereas the Gita, the Bhagavatam are directly linked to, that is why regular reading of the scriptures like Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu, all abhadra, all unwanted things from our heart is completely removed. And we become very strong. We must give our ear, our listening tendency to the words of pure devotion. Satam prasangan mama virya samvedo yat karna rata. We have karna means hearing. We have to give our ear to hear from satam prasanga. Sat, from very sattvic, from very people who are seekers of truth. From their mouths we must hear prasanga. Prasanga means conversation. We must hear from those people's talks. Then rit karna, from our heart, all kinds of things are completely removed. We'll stop here if there's any question, comments. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की.